Hello everyone, it's Greg from the Plastic Crap blog. Today I'm going to do another vlog explaining my absence, what's been going on with the Leeds Northern Open 4 tournament that I went to, and kind of like the future things that I've got coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay everyone, so thanks for kind of staying tuned for that. I'm going to go through a couple of things, not necessarily in chronological order, but I'm going to kind of explain the absence, kind of where I've been. I've not really been putting out videos for the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to explain a little bit with that before kind of going into the Northern Open. So things have been great at home. I recently split up with my girlfriend last week, and I've gone down to my parents in Oxford so that I can have some space and kind of give her a chance to move out. So it's kind of put a spanner in the works of putting videos out, filming some games, and I haven't really been in the mindset to edit. So that's kind of done now. You know, things are kind of ended amicably, so I should hopefully be getting some games in soon and a couple more sort of videos. You know, I've had a video from Luke when he came around for the Northern Open 4. It was sort of the end of January, I think, that I've been meaning to edit. Yeah, about that. And I've also had some scenery sent to me from Felix Scenery that I've been meaning to do. So I am going to get those done hopefully this week and keep you guys back in the loop. So apologies for my absence, but I will be back and I should start getting videos out again. And I suppose thank you to those who kind of expressed a bit of concern on the Facebook page. I do appreciate that. So the Northern Open 4 then, I'm going to grab my notes because it feels like it's been a long time ago. It was kind of at the, I want to say it was the 23rd, no, 23rd of February maybe. I think that's about when it was, 20th, something like that. So this time I kind of went up and I stayed over in Leeds the night before, and I went over to James Newman, who does Gribbly Gaming's blog. So I'll put a link in that if you guys haven't seen it. And it was kind of just to get a bit of last minute practice in. I'm still really new with the Tohaa. But it was cool. I got to play Pete. I went against his Morat Aggression Force, and I was lucky enough that I scraped a win out of frontline practice with him. Hits his Morats, yeah, which is really cool, which kind of made me want to get some Morats, really. They're really pretty models. And then I managed in antenna field practice with James, I managed to smash out a victory. I think I want to say it was 5-1. It was really funny because he hit me so hard in the first turn that I went into retreat and was able to grab the middle antenna, end the game, and I took more points than him. So it was really, really funny. The next day I walk into, and what's quite cool about it was that James hasn't been beaten in sort of 6-7 games, and he's quite a good player. So I beat his Ariadna, the French it was. And what was really funny about that for him, I suppose, is that the next day when we went in, the first pairings was me and James, and he destroyed me, absolutely ruined me. He was careful not to put me into retreat in the first turn, but the game was done after turn 2. It was really, really horrendous. What we played was frontline against him then, and that ended in a 7-4, I think that's what it was. It might have been a marginal bigger gap actually, it might have been 7-1. It didn't go well. Played on an absolutely stunning table though. It was all wall mill terrain. If you guys haven't seen the photos that I put up, absolutely beautiful terrain. I'm not sure who made the board, but it was beautiful. He got these little tea lights from eBay, and it was just phenomenal. So if you haven't seen that, go on the Facebook page and have a look at the pictures because they were absolutely stunning boards, as is standard with the Northern Open. It's kind of one of the main reasons I go, because they're all painted and they're all really beautiful, and it's not just city boards, which is really, really nice. So that absolutely massive defeat kind of put me into the bottom, well, pretty much near the bottom of the table, to be honest, and which got me paired up with James Hilton Scott, which was nice because you know, we wanted a game together for a long time. I don't really get up, I can't get up to Leeds to kind of play him, and it was really nice to be paired up with him. Actually, he's a really cool guy to play. So actually, on that note, happy birthday for yesterday, James, as I realised it was your birthday as well as mine. So I got to play James, and we played Seize the Antenna. I started out really strong, and this kind of seems to be my pattern with Tohaa. I go too aggressive. Often I've had retreats because I go too hard and then get pushed back. So I went really hard. I'd seized about 3, maybe 4 in the first turn. 3, and it was really good. To be honest, I really pushed hard. I went for it, and then his salamander just tore through me with that mag cannon. He whittled down my specialists. He played really well, and that ended up in a 4-2 to him. So I didn't feel bitter about it because it was a really good game. Like, he played really well. We both had terrible dice rolls, and we had a lot of fun. And that was on a Maz board, which was cool. So yeah, that was good. But again, another loss. It put me sort of low end of the table, to be honest. So things weren't really looking very good throughout the day. And then that got me paired up with Steve, one of the Bolton boys. And I've not played Steve before, nor have I met him. So yeah, it was interesting to sort of go up against someone who had not met before, because I'd met most of the Leeds boys before. And it was for the last mission of the day, which was highly classified, which I really enjoy as a mission. I love it. I think it's a really funny mission, and the randomness is just crazy. Doesn't help with Tohaa in the way that if I get that engineering structure card, I can't actually do it, but it didn't get pulled. Did it get pulled? It was one I couldn't do. Might have been one that came out, actually. And we had a really good game. Steve's quite new to the game. He had US Ariadne, and he didn't have a link team because at that point he didn't quite know how link teams worked. And when I had my Tohaa triads, unfortunately tore through him in a way that I was concerned that he wasn't going to have a good game. Steve was a really nice bloke. We had a lot of fun. And there were just some small little errors, I suppose, in terms of like revealing sniper AROs when he would have got a surprise shot if he'd done it in his turn, and all my crap dice rolling for the day suddenly turned around. So I managed to get 9-1 in that, and it was a really horrendously one-sided game, unfortunately, because Viral just tore through them. And I made good use of sort of the triads and the coordinated orders, and the coattail did some awesome work, sort of jumping and forward observing things. So it was good. It was a really good day. I plan on going to the next Northern Open as per usual because it is such a good tournament and so well run. Aaron and Pete that day TO'd, which was fantastic, and they actually had so many prizes to give out. It was unbelievable. The prize support from Level Up Gaming was fantastic, and they really did a good day. So much so that Level Up Gaming actually gave a 25% off discount for sort of 2-3 weeks after the tournament as support. So it was fantastic. It was really good. And I think the next one I want to say is in May. It might be in April. I can't quite remember, but I am going to go to it. I've kind of adamant that if there's any tournaments for Infinity, I'm going to go to these ones because everyone's really nice, it's well run, and the tables are beautiful. So it was a good day. I'm going to go through my list now, and I'd like some comments and criticisms if that's possible from you guys. It played well. I've kind of took a lot of the way it's built from Mayacast's episode, as well as Dexter from Metachemistry. So I'll run quick because I realise this could be quite boring for some of you guys. So I've got a Rasail Lieutenant, which I think is awesome because I can run him up. It doesn't matter if I reveal him because he's pretty hard going. And I have a KO Tower with Chain of Command, so that he could die, it doesn't matter. So I just run him up like crazy. I've got a link team which consists of a Makul, a Kumbutail Bioengineer, and what was in this one? And a Camille with a combi rifle, which is an FO. So, you know, I've got all 3 sort of specialists in there, which is nice. The next triad has a Makul, Hightail Ayla's Kisan, which is just a friggin' awesome model. Really, really awesome, especially with regeneration and being a hacker and viral combi, which is just tasty. I chose not to go for the K1 because I thought it had more applicable use, but then I really regretted that when I went up against James's Salamander. And then a Kumbutail in that to wind that off. So then I've got more. Saying that, the first one I said it had all 3. It doesn't have a hacker in the first one. Then I've got a Calypso's Forward Observer, which is quite useful. A Coattail Forward Observer with Holo Projector level 2, which is nice because it's really fast. A Nikul Mine Layer with Viral Sniper. And then in Group 2 I've got the Kale Tower with a Chain of Command and a Light Shotty. Jaxa with a Neurokinetic HMG and a Diplomatic Delegate Specialist. So, really cool. I'm still learning. Don't go so aggressive because you'll put yourself into a tree. I suppose with Vanilla Ariadne it was like, oh cool, the guy's dead, it's like 10 points. It doesn't matter. But there are a couple of guys in here which kind of weigh quite a lot. So yeah, that was my list for the specialist. And then when it switched to frontline, I had 3 baggage bots and just took some of those weapons out, which was cool. And I think I added a couple of Spitfires here and there. So let me know what you think of that. I like it. I find it hard with Tohaa because I want to have everything. Yeah, I've not run the I forgot what they're called now, the new ones. Corel Perceptors. I quite like to run their Serders, see what's happened, but at the minute, as for tournament play, not sure. Maybe play around with them, but not at the minute. So yeah, that was the Northern Open 4. Really, really enjoyed it. What I have done is I've got the Bolton tournament at Horwich RMI coming up soon. So the Bolton boys run this. It's a very small tournament. It's 10 man, just to get locals, just to sort of play in really. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to use the new ITS 2016, which should be cool. I can't remember the name of the missions yet. There's Biotech Vor, Decapitation, and something else. But so essentially it's taken from the Killy missions. So I am going to switch things about to have a bit more hit. I'm thinking of a Biotech Vor. Do I want to take a Gorgos squad? Although I've heard bad things about them, but I don't know. It might be cool. BTS 9 might help a lot. Also kind of want to take dual resales with Virals. I think that'd be really funny too. But it's sinking a lot of points. So I need more orders. So we'll see how that goes. So I suppose that I'm going to talk now a little bit about what's going to come up then. So I've had my break. My head's back together and now it is time to crack on with doing some videos. So before the end of the week, I am going to review Felix Scenery's terrain. It's some fantastic terrain that kind of comes out printed and you slot together. A bit like Plasticraft terrain, but it's printed on the outside so you don't have to paint it. Ready to go. It looks really, really awesome stuff. If you're just getting, you're starting out, it's cheap. Get it on the table, let's play some games. So it's in between, I'd say, kind of looking at the Operation Ice Storm terrain in the middle and actually having your MDF scenery. In terms of both price, quality, and easeability to just get out and just play some games. Just get into playing Infinity. So I'm going to put that up at the end of the week. It should look really cool. I'd like to have a little play around with it to see how sturdy it is and sort of what it looks like in terms of cover. Like I said, so March I'm actually going to try and do 2 tournaments. So I've got the Bolton tournament and I'm also going to see if the week after I can get down to Liverpool to Just Play Games, which is a brand new store that my friend Luke's friend has set up as a place just to play games and have tournaments. So not your shoddy sort of hall. It's not going to be a grotty store. It's going to be a fantastically lovely, nice space to game. So I'm going to try and get down to that too. I'm just working out how I'm going to get there. See if I can drag Mark along with me. I'm also going to have another game with Mark Boardman from Tohaa. We had a lot of laughs this time. It was scheduled for last Saturday, but obviously I went down to Oxford. So yeah, I want to play as Hakazam. We both need practice for Bolton. Get our heads around these new ITS 2016. I am going to edit that video me and Luke have done, get that up so that you guys have something to watch in terms of us playing. You can sort of, help me with my Tohaa. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about? Yeah, Operation Flame Strike. So Beasts of War yesterday put out Operation Flame Strike, which is a campaign that you can all join in for free, following ITS rules where you can play, submit your results, and then it will have a direct impact on the fluff that they put out for the next, not the next, but future Infinity books, which is really, really cool. I like the idea of doing some practice for ITS and then just submitting the results to help sort of see what happens with your faction. So I'm certainly going to be playing in that. Have a look at it. It's free to do, so sign up. It does look really good fun, and the way that they've done the maps online, it looks really professional. It looks really well done. So yeah, have a go at that. So let me know what you guys think of my Tohaa list. Are you guys going to go to any tournaments soon? What do you think about ITS 2016? And I'm hopefully going to get some painting done so I can show you guys my Tohaa. So look after yourself, guys. I will speak to you soon.